Ooh, my hair looks shitty. 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 Ah. Yeah. Alright, I got a 9 and a 7 playing on the board. Possible straight. 4 bands on the line. He calls. Mr. Lucky's still in the game. He shakes his head no. Yes. What's he gonna do? Nice one. He's confusing people right now. He's trying to bluff something and he might fold. Oh, he calls it. He calls it on the line. Let's just call this awkward. Awkward. Mr. Lucky checks. He checks. Checks all around the board. Oh, high card. King. Could anybody have a king? Somebody can have a king. No. Will Pineapple Blossom call to this bluff of the king? No. They could be hiding something underneath their cards though. Had a chance for a possible straight. That's out the window. No good high cards. Or Mr. Lucky is gonna have to fold on this one. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna call 4 bands? Do you have it? Do you have it? Do you think you possibly have it? Maybe he might just have a high card. Maybe he might have 1 pair. You never know. But what do you have is the real question. Oh, he has a 2 pair. He has a pair of jacks. Takes it home with a pair of jacks. Pair of jacks on the line. I got 2 bands. 1 for the low and 1 for the dough. Alright. We're here at the World Class Poker right now. Oh, Mr. Lucky got a pair of 5s. Pair of 5s on the line. What can we do with a pair of 5s? Could we bluff them? Oh, 3 pairs of 5s. 3 pairs on the board. Let's see what these guys are gonna do work with right now. He calls. Junkie Man. He folds. So all we're working in right now is with Pineapple Blossom. Oh, possible flush on the line. If another spade pops up, Mr. Lucky might be in deep. Or a club, I mean. And another club did not pass up, which leaves a greater chance for Lucky to win this. Mr. Lucky goes all in. What is Pineapple Blossom gonna do? Pineapple Blossom folds. Folds to the 3 of a kind. Smart move for that gentleman. Keeps him in the game. Gets Mr. Lucky 28 bands of chips. We're doing very well right now, son. I may not look like it because we're in 3rd place, but this leaves great opportunities and chances as long as Mr. Lucky ain't playing foolish right now. I got 2 bones, 1 for the loan, 1 for the club. Well, you're halfway in. He might as well call the other half. He has a possible flush, king high. What's he gonna do? He's saying nice one. Shakes his head no. Yes. Nice hand. Oh, Mr. Lucky has an 8. 8 with possible straight. 8 possible flush on the board. Maybe even a possible straight if somebody has a 7 or somewhere close to the 9-8. Queen kind of throws it off, gives it a positive start for the flush of hearts. Mr. Lucky checks it home. You got 2 high cards, 2 possibly high cards that somebody can have. Oh, now we got the easy flush. Easy flush showing on the board. What is everybody gonna do? Is everybody going to check? Everybody is checking. He calls 8 bands. 8 bands. Will he be buffing? Mr. Lucky can't afford this loss. So Mr. Lucky folds. Smart move by Mr. Lucky. But we will never know what he had unless he shows his cards now. And it looks like it's buried underneath his table. We would never know if he was bluffing or not. He could possibly have that flush. He could probably have a higher card than one of us. He possibly could have had nothing, but he takes it home strong. What a strong bet of 8 bands. So now we got a new hand on the board, King 4. So far, everybody's calling. We got small blind, big blind. You got acting really, Cherry Blossom acting really awkward again. Man, this guy's starting to get really annoying. He goes all in. What are they gonna do? MrLucky folds. Two ace, pair of queens on the board. All he needs is an ace. Ace to take it home. MrLucky could have had that. Oh, I could have had a 2 pairs on 2 pairs. Oh God, why did I not just stay in? That's the second opportunity MrLucky had. I'm very worried that MrLucky might not get the opportunity. Now he has some concern to be worried about as the stakes get raised higher and higher. He got another pair of 5s on the line. MrLucky just calls on the pairs of 5s. Another awkward moment. MrLucky only has a pair of 5s. He goes all in. All in. Another one all in. MrLucky folds. Holding on to 25 bands. 25 bands. Ace Jack. 2 pair. Jucky Man looks like he's about to take this home for the win. And he looks like it's going home for the win, my ladies and gentlemen. Say goodbye to our number 1 contestant. Adios, Junkie Man. Or, who was that? I forgot that guy's name. Oh well, he's not important anymore. What's important is Lucky takes it home for the second win. Earns his 5 bands back. We need to come in somewhere strong. We need to probably go in all in right now. Right now would be the smartest opportunity for our Lucky to go all in. Even though there's a strong possibility that anything could come on the board. And he calls. And he folds. Ace, queen, 2 possible straights. King shows up. Very nice king showing up. This guy has no chance, not even 1 chance. MrLucky takes it home for the win. Comes up back into play. As long as it stays 8 bands right now, I think MrLucky has a strong chance. But once it turns into 16, if he's as low as he is and doesn't have much to work with. What's Junkie Man gonna do? Junkie Man calls. MrLucky calls. Pineapple Man's probably gonna go all in. MrLucky checks. He's trying to call him off their plate. He goes all in. He does exactly what he needed to do. Oh my God, as long as this guy don't have an ace, MrLucky is going to come up 50 bands each. 50 bands each. I repeat, 50 bands each. As long as that ace don't show up, solid. Mr. Lucky has a solid win right here. Good job, Mr. Lucky. Goodbye, Junkie Man. And Pineapple Blossom has no clue what he was doing. Mr. Lucky is back into play. So whether Mr. Lucky loses or wins, he gets his money back and 2,500. The stake should be raised any moment now, which can lead an advantage for any one of these now. Mr. Lucky checks. I got 2 bones, 1 for the club, 1 for the love. Alright, what are you doing? What are you doing? And the stakes are raised. This can become anybody's upper hand. Possible straight with nothing showing on the board to play for Mr. Lucky. Mr. Lucky takes the loss for that one. Like I said, anybody can take the upper hand now that it's 16 bands. Easily come right back. An easy bet. Nothing is still showing on the board for Mr. Lucky. He can go off the king high. Mr. Lucky takes his 16 bands right back with a nice bluff of a high card king. Mr. Lucky gets another king and a 5 of diamonds. Hopefully this king actually pops up for Mr. Lucky this time. And the king does show. I believe he will take another fold. Oh, he calls to the king. Hopefully he does not have a king of anything 5 or higher. Because if that is the case, Junkie Man can take this home. Or a 2 pair. Let's just pray and hope to God he does not have a 2 pair. King high. Mr. Lucky takes it home with the king high. Mr. Lucky has now a great advantage to call him on an all-in. Take this home for the win, Mr. Lucky. Take this home for the win. Here's your opportunity right here, sir. Gave him the big blind. Nice move, Mr. Lucky. Now I got the big blind. How about no? No. Ace Jack. Mr. Lucky is going to call this Ace Jack. So as long as the 10 don't show up. And the 10 does show up. It shows up hard. Oh my gosh. This guy gets away with. Oh, nice split. They both end up with a straight for a nice split. Good save. Good save on that 7. Ten-2 King Queen. Oh, that can be a nice win. And he takes it home for the win with a king. King takes it home. Mr. Lucky still has a great advantage in this. Mr. Guy Lucky is burning a hole in this guy's pocket right now. Oh, Mr. Lucky gets the 3 of a kind. Mr. Lucky is going to take this home, son. Oh.